My name is Leah Mercer. I'm 29. I live in Austin, Texas, and I work in compliance, risk, fraud, and financial controls. My job is literally to spot when people build a plan around someone else's blind trust. So yeah, it's kind of funny that I missed it in my own family until the night they decided I was out. I was sitting on my couch, laptop open, finishing a report for a client who kept accidentally moving funds through 3 different accounts. My phone buzzed. Mom, voicemail. That alone was weird. My mother didn't leave voicemails. She left instructions. I hit play. Her voice was too steady. Leah, we've talked and made a decision. You're no longer part of this family. Don't come back. Don't cause drama. We're moving forward without you. That was it. No reason. No after what you did. Just a verdict. I opened our family group chat. Gone. Not muted. Not archived. Removed. And the name had been changed from Mercer Family to Us. As if I was the one thing they could cut out and still call it whole. My hands were shaking, but my brain did what it always does when something is wrong. It started building a timeline. Because messages like that don't come from emotion. They come from planning. I've been the fixer since I was a teenager. My sister Jade was the creative one. My parents called her sensitive. Me? I was reliable. Which is a nice word that means we can load everything onto you and you won't complain. First it was little stuff. Covering an overdue bill. Paying a copay. Lending just until Friday. Then it became normal. And I didn't even notice the shift until years later, because nobody wakes up and says, "Today I'll become my family's insurance policy." It happens one emergency at a time. The month I got my first real paycheck, my dad called and said, "Our credit's a mess. You have the best score. Just help us get stable." I believed him. That was my first mistake. Here's what my family never respected about me. I keep records. Not because I'm paranoid. Because in my line of work, if it isn't documented, it didn't happen. So when I couldn't sleep after that voicemail, I opened the folder I'd kept for years, quietly labeled Family Admin. Inside, mortgage documents, insurance policies, trust paperwork from my grandfather, business formation docs for my dad's small contracting company. And that's when I saw it, a refinance application draft, sitting in my email. Not new, not fresh. It had been started 3 days earlier. And my name was listed as co-owner, co-signer, guarantor. Then I checked the bank profile on the joint household account. The contact email had been changed. From mine to Jade's. Timestamp 2 days before the voicemail. My stomach went cold. The voicemail wasn't boundaries. It was cover. They were trying to move me off the paperwork. Before I noticed the paperwork was moving. Most people would have called back, begged, asked what they did wrong. I used to be that person. But something in me finally snapped into focus. I texted one word, understood. Then I did the first thing professionals do when fraud is possible. I stopped reacting emotionally and started controlling access. That night I called the lender's fraud desk, the trust administrator, and the insurance broker. No yelling, no threats. Just facts. Hi, I'm Leah Mercer. This is my legal name. These are my ID details. I'm seeing activity involving my signature that I did not authorize. I need all transactions paused pending verification. The next morning I retained an attorney, Mina Cho. Real estate plus financial misconduct. Mina didn't ask me if I felt guilty. She asked, "Do you want to stop them quietly? Or stop them permanently?" I said, "Quietly, but completely." By Monday morning, my phone was lighting up like a fire alarm. Mom, 12 missed calls. Dad, 6. Jade, 18. Unknown number, 4. Then the email arrived. Subject line, urgent. Signature verification required. From the lender, we cannot proceed. There appears to be a discrepancy in the authorization signatures. Please contact us immediately. And then, their attorney emailed Mina, not me, which told me everything. When you can't manipulate the person anymore, you try to intimidate the process. Mina forwarded it to me with one line. They're scared, good. Friday, Mina's conference room. They walked in like they owned the air. My mother sat first, chin high, like I was the problem. My dad wouldn't look at me. And Jade walked in last, already teary, already performing. Their attorney opened with, "We're hoping Leah can reverse the disruption she caused." Mina smiled politely. "Great, we'll start with the disruptions they caused." Then she placed a document on the table. A copy of the refinance authorization form, with my signature on it, except it wasn't my signature. It was close, but wrong. And I said calmly, "I didn't sign that." My mother blinked fast. Jade's face changed. Their lawyer looked down again. And again, like the page might change into something better. Mina slid the second item across. A call recording transcript. Not dramatic, not edited. Just a line Jade had said on a call with me weeks earlier. "I just need you off the house paperwork. It's easier for everyone." Silence. The kind of silence that happens when a lie runs out of oxygen. My mother turned to Jade. "What is this?" Jade tried. "She's twisting it." Mina replied, "No, the timestamps don't twist. The bank logs don't twist." I leaned forward, looked at my mother, and said, "You told me not to come back. So I'm not coming back to the bills either. Here's what I did and what I did not do. I did not take their house. I did not steal their money. I did not destroy the family. I removed my name from systems they were using like a credit line. I gave them terms. The refinance stays frozen pending fraud review. The household account loses my deposits immediately. The trust is moved to a third-party manager. All future communication goes through counsel." My dad whispered, "We can't afford it without you." And I said something I'd never said out loud before. "Then you never could afford it." You could only afford me. The weirdest part wasn't their anger. It was how fast they switched from, "We're moving on without you," to, "Please don't do this to us." Like boundaries were only acceptable when they set them. I'm not telling you this because I'm proud. I'm telling you because somewhere out there, someone is paying for a family that treats them like an appliance. And you need to hear this. If your love is only welcome when it comes with a payment, that's not love. That's a subscription. And you're allowed to cancel.